Hey everyone, it's Joe. Saturday the 4th of November, and after a week of heavy downpours and high winds due to Storm Kieran, the sun's starting to come out, so I thought we'll take a look at my trees, see how they're doing. So this is my cherimoya over here. So I grew this from seed, and you can see it's really green and healthy. Some nice large leaves here. So I grew this a couple of years ago. Let's have a look at the trunk down here. That's a nice decent trunk there. So yeah, this plant's having no issues with the cold temperatures. Got down to at least 6-7 degrees Celsius, so that's quite cold, and no problem whatsoever. We have my Australian finger lime tree or bush in a pot, and that's doing really well. We do have, that's quite small fruit here, but we have some larger inside the canopy, as you can see. So at some point I'll harvest these and we'll take a look at the fruit. Over here we have my tropical pink guava seedling. So I grew this from seed at least three to 4 years ago. And this is doing so well, guys. No issues with the cold, wet weather we're having. Beautiful green leaves. And as we take a look at the trunk, you can see that's just gorgeous. So the typical guava peeling trunk there, or bark, that's nice and smooth. So a very healthy plant. It did flower for me. Gave me one flower actually during the summer, late summer, but no fruit. Hopefully next year this will really flower for me and give me some fruit. Over here we have my Mexicola grafted plants here that I recently purchased, and they're doing well, no issues whatsoever. I'm not going to repot them until springtime, so I've got 2 of these, and I'll be grafting some of these. Once these begin to branch off for me, I'll graft them onto my Mexicola seedlings. Over here we have my lemon guavas or Cattleya guavas, and they're looking nice and healthy. These are all seedlings, doing really well. Underneath the fig tree we have some loquat seedlings there, and we'll take a quick look at my Colombian Pink Wers. These are seedlings also. Again, no issues with the cold, wet weather we've been having. Actually, we've got some new growth here, so looking very good so far. You can see how much it's rained. Look at this container here, full of rainwater. And even this bucket over here, full of rainwater, which I'll use to water my indoor plants. Okay, let's go past the fig tree. Full of main crop that will definitely stopped ripening, as it's way too cold. Not the best year for figs, unfortunately. Pomegranate tree dropping its leaves. This is my recently purchased pomegranate. Absolutely delicious fruit from this tree. So I'm hoping next year, its first year in the ground, so next year it will produce flowers and fruit for me. This is my seedling pomegranate. I grew this from seeds several years ago. This is going into its winter dormancy, dropping leaves. You can see below the multiple trunks it has. Banana's doing amazingly well. This is my Pakistan mulberry. Still very green. Hasn't dropped any leaves as yet. It's going to definitely need a good old prune, this one. Let's head over to my pineapple guava. This is the Triumph variety, so a small little bush here. I've actually used this one to help pollinate the bubblegum variety, which I recently named, which is a much larger tree. We'll have a look at some fruit down here. So not the largest, these are quite small. This one's really small. So a little bit disappointed this year, but that's okay. I think we've got some more fruit, a larger one over here. So that's the Triumph. As we take a look at my bubblegum variety, these fruit are much larger. So we have a large one here, and this is nothing in comparison to some of the fruit that we have on this tree. So that's a decent sized fruit here. We have, I mean, all over this tree, pineapple guava fruit. I mean, loads of them. These over here are massive. And this is an absolutely delicious variety of pineapple guava. All over the tree. Huge fruit. Some smaller than others. And we've actually got clumps. Let's see if we can get into the canopy. Yeah, look at that, guys. Clusters of fruit. So you can see I've actually netted this tree. So when pineapple guavas are ready to eat, they usually drop off the branch. And obviously, because it's been raining and it's very muddy here, I've put a net so that it can catch the fruit. So yeah, huge fruit, clusters hanging from the branches all over. I mean, these are quite small here, those ones, but everywhere you look, there's some huge ones over here. Let's see if we can show you in comparison to my hand how big this is. That's a big one. Look at that, guys. Clusters there. As we go around the tree, we have more fruit. That's a smaller one. But then we have a small one here, but larger ones here. I mean, look at that. Oh, there's a big one over here. It's a pear-shaped one. Massive. Absolutely massive. Clusters over here. Decent sized fruit. Oh, this is a big one. Let's see if we can show you. Huge one here. So you get the gist. All over this tree we have some big fruit. Look at that. More over here. So yeah, a really good year for pineapple guavas. As I said, not the best year for figs, but I'm happy that I've got a good crop of pineapple guavas here. That's a longer one here. You can see my prima pawpaw, that's a Mina Troba, is getting its autumn colours here, and soon these leaves will begin to drop off. Beautiful tree. This is my Nikitas Gift pawpaw, persimmon. Leaves are beginning to curl up, and they'll soon drop off. We haven't as yet got any autumn colours on here. Still pretty green. There's the Allegheny pawpaw and the Susquehanna. So they're starting to drop off their leaves. Loal Tree, beautiful evergreen tree. Over here we have my Satsuma, not doing too bad. This is a seedling citrus, no idea what variety. Now, I had my, what was it grafted onto here? It was a yuzu, and that died off, as you can see at the base. But a seedling has come up. Lovely citrus smell actually as you rub the leaves. Over here we have my mammoth variety pineapple guava. And we've got a couple of fruits at the bottom of the tree here. As you can see, it's definitely not a mammoth size, but the fruit are absolutely delicious. Absolutely delicious. This is my favourite variety in the garden. We have some Sanella oranges beginning to change colour, which is cool. So we've got, I think we've got 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So 5 fruit on there. Doing really well. Next to the fig tree. So I'm sure it's getting some protection from the weather. There, the fig tree. And we'll walk to the back of the garden. Juju Bees beginning to drop their leaves. Olive tree looking majestic as usual. One of my favourite trees in the garden. Over here we have the Roseanne loquat. This has put on so much growth. As you can see, it's now taller than the fence. And in the corner, if I can zoom in, you might be able to see the flowers on this loquat. Flowers in the corner there. So I'm hoping that it will push out some more flower buds and flower for me all over the tree, but that's okay. Over here we have my Rojo Brillante. This is the only fruit that's left on the tree. All the rest have dropped, unfortunately, and I think that was due to the stress that it had last year. It's looking a lot healthier, but as you can see next to it is the Chocolatino variety, and this has a number of fruits all over, beginning to change colour. As you can see, all over this tree we have fruit. So there you go, guys. That's a brief garden update on what's growing on in autumn. So I hope you've liked this video. If you have, please give me a big thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I appreciate you subscribing. Happy gardening, guys.